ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Alright, we are back.
So, we have decided that Eevee, our Grottusk,
We'll evolve now.
will evolve now, and it will be a Jolteon.
Yeah. Spike Boy.
Like, legitimate.
Enemy of Yosh.
Jolteon was actually the one I used when I was a kid. I legitimately really like Jolteon. Given our current stat spread, I would have liked to have used Vaporeon because it's a good tank. What the fuck?
What?
Am I the only one seeing this weird stuttering?
Oh, the screen tearing? Yeah. It's not great. Don't focus on it.
Well, it's not happening on the capture, just on the TV, so we're good on that end at least.
It's the fact that we are playing the technological equivalent of ASCII keys on a 60 FPS monitor.
That's a fair point. So now training this Jolteon's actually going to be a bitch.
Oh yeah, we didn't teach him Thunder Wave.
Oh, whoops. Well, I'll do that next. Oh, damn it, I should have sent out Jolteon.
Just keep swapping him in with the next fights. Yeah, eat ninja stars. Oh, good.
Yay. Thank God.
Thank God they never miss.
Seriously,
Ouch.
everything in Team Rocket's arsenal either causes poison or confusion.
It's almost like they're evil and you're supposed to hate them.
Yep. But, like, legitimately, from a strategy perspective, it makes a lot of sense to have a whole bunch of mooks at the bottom of your fortress that
Whittle
are
a
just
dude
there to
down.
inflict status effects.
Yeah. Because, I mean, in a logical progression of events, in the time it takes that kid to go back to the Pokemon Center and heal up,
You could
just
run.
Well, I mean, you could heal up your goons and make them fight them all over again.
Or you could move the guys with guns to the front of the building.
Yeah. The kid comes back, the door has been locked. Just the second you leave, a rocket goon just comes and
Yep. Well,
puts a sign up that says closed.
well, that and a whole bunch of them have whips, right?
Yeah. Dance! Ah!
Oh, man. So, there's this ancient Greek sport called pancration, right?
Oh, I like where this is headed.
And the whole idea is that it was the closest thing to a fight to the death that you could legally do.
That sounds Greek. I don't know, I think he'd still... Alright.
Well, he's under confusion.
Is he? I thought he... Oh, well.
Fuck me, I guess. And
That's how that goes.
there were only 2 rules to this organized fight that was an Olympic event. And it was no biting and no gouging of the eyes. Everything else was perfectly legal. And basically the way that these rules were enforced is that there were a bunch of guys around the ring that the fight occurred in with whips. And if you broke the rules, they would just whip you. And they would keep whipping you until the fight was over. Because you either died, fell unconscious, or surrendered. So, I mean, theoretically, you could break the rules and still win.
I was gonna say, send in Grottusk just to...
Yeah, you're right, I should have. No. But yeah, I kind of like... I'm not sure anyone ever did, but theoretically, you could win the entire fight while just getting whipped.
Whip him! Whip the piss right out of him!
That was actually a really good Robot Chicken sketch with the Pharaoh.
I always love that does sound pretty cool.
We're out of orange Legos. Can we use the yellow? Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Some of the guys got into the space Legos. Whip him!
Whip the piss right out of him! But that does sound pretty cool. Oh, again with this.
I hate you all so goddamn much. Fucking Team Rocket.
Yeah! He's just dancing in his weird Dutch clothes. I'm never gonna get over that, thinking they look like Dutchmen.
Those are not clogs.
How do you know?
Those are tiny little boots.
Little booties. Team Rocket has booties. I just have this mental image of fucking Rocket Goons about to leave, and the Rocket execs being like, "Do you have your raincoat? Do you have your boots?"
Did you remember to bring your lunch?
They have to pin mittens to their Pokeballs. The Rocket Goon sends out his Pokemon, and a little note comes out that just says, "I love you, have a good day, sweetie." Oh, that's actually really wholesome. I actually feel bad about making fun of that now. Oh, man. I want to see that, actually. I want to see, like, a Pokemon group where, like, in the next games, they're the villains.
They're just little kids.
Not even little kids. It's just, like, a really wholesome group. Like, you know, you're fighting their tower, and you know how you always see, like, them plotting evil stuff?
Oh, Alpha Bravo's learning a flying move!
It's about goddamn
Oh,
time.
I'm so proud of you!
Oh, finally. Get rid of Go! Whirlwind can leave now. Ooh. But I was gonna say, it's just like really wholesome shit. Like, you walk in and they're like doing their evil talk, but they end it with like a group hug.
They're all making friendship bracelets.
Yeah. Like, their evil scheme is still kinda inconveniently evil. Like, I don't know, something stupid like their leader got, like, lost his license to be a gym leader. And then he's like, you know what, I'm gonna ruin the system, man. Because they were mean to me. And then it's just like when the true villain reveals that his plan is like super evil, they kind of like back down, like, this is too far. We were all okay with, like, you know, being a nuisance, but we don't want to hurt anybody.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. It's like a slightly less offensive version of Team Skull.
What was Team Skull's evil plan anyway?
Oh, they never had an evil plan. They were co-opted by the main villain who got possessed by extra-dimensional jellyfish.
Okay, what was he trying to do?
She was trying to tear open that extra dimension and fill the regular world with those horrible jellyfish. Among other horrible monsters, such as the block monster made out of dark matter, and the horrifying eating machine that apparently just never stopped killing.
I actually like the idea of, like, weird one-off Pokemon monsters that are uncatchable.
I don't know that they were uncatchable. The Ultra Beasts.
No, they were catchable, but, like, I think it would be a really good idea
Yeah, it would have been.
to have, like, Pokemon that have ridiculously high stats and cannot be caught and are just monstrosities that exist solely for the Team Rocket equivalent to use.
That would have been interesting. But then you'd always have those assholes who are like, well, why can't I use them? Me. And then they'll hack them into the game and... yeah.
Well, I mean, if you hack them into the game... If you're gonna hack, you're gonna hack.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether you want a weird, like, monstrosity, or whether you just want the regular monstrosities to have infinity stats.
That's fair. I think you beat him already. Yeah, this was... I think that... No, someone else kicked your ass. Go up this... You might as well go upstairs.
Nah, teleporter.
I don't want to walk upstairs. I'd rather be torn apart on the molecular level and beamed upstairs.
Yeah, I'd rather.
You went downstairs.
I'd rather suffer through the paradox of.
You fought this guy not 3 minutes ago.
I'd rather have a 50% chance of death by using a transmat than. Have we ever talked about that on the show? How the Star Trek teleporter is the greatest murderer on the...
I think we've... If not, well, I mean, I always love talking about it. But yeah, the theory goes that, like, how teleporters work in Star Trek and generally any science fiction is you're broken apart on the molecular level and then reassembled on the other end. By all rights, you die, and simply a new instance of you exists on the other end.
Yep.
Which, of course, becomes horrifying when you realize the gestalt entity that is you. Oh, you got paralyzed.
Yeah.
Would cease to be. Which I guess kind of begs the question, does that mean everyone just willingly allows a new version of themselves to exist every time they get teleported?
That or they just don't think about it.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, because, like, now the question becomes, like, every time Picard was beamed somewhere...
Picard died, and then a new Picard was built on site.
Yeah. like, does that mean that, like, you know, Picard A goes into the teleporter and just ceases to exist and, like, is never conscious again? Or, through some weird thing, does Picard A assume the form in this, like, does your consciousness carry over, or does it just build a copy in the next area? Because, like, that's the part that would get me, is, like...
I've always been a proponent of the copy idea.
Yeah.
Because it...
I mean, logically, that's probably what would happen.
Like, we can at least conceive of it now scientifically.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, trapping your consciousness in a weird in-between state doesn't seem possible.
No. And, like, that's why it's like, everyone's like, oh, so wouldn't you want to teleport? And I'd be like, no, because my experiences in life would immediately end. New Jay takes over, and I don't trust him.
Unless you're as depressed as I am, in which case you'd be kind of okay with it.
You're passing the buck, really?
No longer my problem. This is a problem for New Cam to deal with.
It's as you're being beamed up, just middle fingers. And then, like, you come across to the other end, you're like, oh, fuck.
Whichever one of me is on the other end is like, damn it, I lost out on this deal.
Oh, man.
It's a socially acceptable form of suicide that no one would blame me for unless they happen to be nerds.
Well, I mean, the entire thing is if I ask you to come move a couch and your copy shows up, at least that couch got moved.
Sure, I'll come move a couch. Kill self. Copy of self appears. Damn it, now I have to move a couch. I was just born. Now I have to move a fucking couch. And then I'll die on the way back.
Oh, man. I remember someone asked a really interesting question to me. Would someone who's, like,
That's his whole existence, too. Yeah. He's born, he moves a couch, and then he dies. He's basically a Meeseeks.
Oh, what a horrible life. I was gonna say, someone brought up an interesting point. What if someone has, like, actual brain problems? Like multiple personality disorder. Will that fuck it up worse? Because now your brain chemicals, which are already fucked up, are getting reassembled piece by piece.
What I assume happens is that the machine has to have some kind of internal error checking, and if it sees that you're suffering from some horrible thing, it would assume that it's an issue, and that it caused itself, and then attempt to fix it.
Oh boy, that'll make things interesting. Oh fuck, crazy people go in, normal people come out.
Yeah, right? Like, it's a win-win for the suicidal. They get to die, and then all of their friends get to live with a new happy version of them. So there's no guilt.
Yeah.
Fuck, I kind of want teleporters now.
I mean, this still opens up the metaphysical question of, now is it, like, we're just advocating suicide to get a better version? Which sounds really horrible once vocalized.
It's like re-rolling your stats in real life. Nah, I don't like this me. Let's try for a new one.
Hey, Jay, why don't we go on vacation? Yeah, that sounds like fun. Get in the teleporter. Why? You just want fun, Jay, on vacation. Like, you're forced to forever come to the conclusion that anyone who ever wants you to teleport just has malicious intentions. This is gonna be an interesting fight, because you have Mega Drain, but he's a psychic type, and you're poison.
Oh, that does, like, no damage.
Oh, that ain't good. Yeah, time to bail.
No!
Nope! Down he goes.
Botanica! We invested too many resources into you.
Yeah, that was an expensive flop.
Yep.
This has not been a good session.
No, it has not. Fucking Team Rocket. And Team Rocket killed the most of our people, too, because remember...
I don't think anyone besides Team Rocket has killed us. Oh no, I think you've lost some to, like, weird flubs, but yeah. Well, if it's any consolation, you could always go get Snorlax.
That's true.
He's not great, but I take that back. Snorlax is great.
Pretty good. In Gen 2, he was the best Pokemon. Have I fought him?
Yeah. Oh, never mind. You have to go fight Toastman.
Toastman?
Just look at his sprite on the overworld next time we go.
Okay. Well, I know how this game is played.
Oh boy.
High stakes.
Yeah. I respect your balls, but... Oh, thank God. Oh yeah, he wouldn't have used an electric attack.
Jolteon.
Yeah. Well, no, we've already established that won't stop them. Thank
No,
God
they'll
he's
just
stupid.
keep using Sonic Boom for no reason.
Do you think it's possible that at their level, their Magnemites don't have electric attacks?
Could be. I mean, we didn't get a flying attack for Pidgeotto until 32.
Oh, I don't want to raise our
Kill
hopes.
Bison's damage, just not worth it.
Just leave out Tidal Wave at this point.
Rat Trap. Rat Trap
fair
can
enough.
handle it and will gain more from the battle than Tidal Wave ever would.
Rat Trap will gain an attempt at reconciliation. Does that cause poison?
It can.
There we go.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Why are we on this earth? Just to suffer? Well, time
Born
to
to
get the...
die, life is a fuck.
Yeah, look at him. He looks like a piece of toast.
Honestly, it looks like... Oh, damn it. Okay, when he's facing down, he looks like he has a mustache.
Yeah, I see it. I just think he looks like a piece of toast with, like,
Yeah,
glasses. It's the fastest way.
Good thing I don't take poison on the way down.
We'll see you next time, folks.
Bye, everybody.
We'll sign up when we get back into the tower.